Good morning, student. BSc first year, first semester, Computer Science, Programming C, previous year paper. See here, short answers, long answers, 3 hours exam. Duration is 3 hours. Total marks is 80. Okay, 8 answers you have to write in short answers. 4 marks each one carry 4 marks. Long answers, 4 questions you have to write. Each one carry 12 marks. Total 80 marks paper. See the answers, any 8 questions out of 12 questions. See, explain the components of CPU. So what are the components we are having? Motherboard, arithmetic logical unit, memory unit, yes or no? Random access memory, primary memory, hard disk. Okay, these are the components we are having, or more components we are having. Those we have to explain here. And second question. See the second question. Second question is write the steps to execute C programming and compile the C programming. How to compile the C programming? How to create a programming? Okay, there is a flow chart. Okay, start the program. Write a code that is called source code. Source code is converting into object code. Object code we have to compile it. Compilation, if any error, then we have to consider it is a logical error or data error. Then go and rectify the error. Again re-execute the program. How to compile in C programming? Shortcut key is Alt F9. Okay, Alt plus F9 and Control plus F9. Okay, how to use Control plus F9. F9, then Alt plus F5. Then program will execute without any error. The output will successfully comes out. Next one. What are the advantages of structural programming style? C is a structural programming. C++ is object-oriented programming. What are the advantages for having in the structural programming? You have to write. Discuss about the input and output functions with example. What are the input functions? Printf, scanf. Printf is a output function. Scanf is a input function. Getters, putters. Okay, you have to write getters and putters as input and output functions with examples. And fifth question, demonstrate nested if-else statements. So these comes under control statements. Okay, decision making statements are classified into 3 types. Control statements or selection statements, looping statements, jumping statements. Selection statements are if else, nested if else later, okay, and switch. Looping statements for, while, do while, nested for loop. Jumping statement, break, continue, go to. Okay, these are the written, these are the jumping statements. So if else is what here? If else is there 2 kinds of statements, 2-way statements we are calling. If the condition is true, it execute the true statement. If the condition is false, it execute false statement. With the example and program you have to write. Write about library functions and define the header of C type.h. Okay, what is C type.h? So C type.h is nothing but character type function. It is a character header file. Okay, this header file defines as the characters. String.h, string functions. Math.h, math functions. Date.h, DOS and date and time functions. Okay, so C type.h functions are what? Is it character or not? Is alphanumeric or not? Is space or not? Yes or no? Is alpha numerical number or not? We have to check it. Okay, those functions you have to write in C type.h. And the 7th question, what is the function? How to declare? What is the function? Function is a piece of code and it can be a specific task. Function is just a code. What it can do? It can do a specific task. Functions are 3 types. Function definition, function declaration, function calling. Okay, function definition, function declaration, function calling. These are the 3 types of functions and every function having parameters. Okay, so if we are calling the function, we have to declare the parameters, forward parameters, actual parameters. These are the 2 types of parameters. Okay, function header, function body, function name. Every function having a function name, function type, open closing parentheses, and a function body. Okay, these you have to remember. And address operator. So this is the main operator. What it will do? It will allocate the address of the variables. What variable having? Variable having a data members. Understood? Variable having a data. A data which we have to store in the computer that will allocate by this address operator. Understood? Suppose I want to post a letter. Without address, I can't post a letter to the destination person. Okay, first I need to write a address. So in the C language also, if you want to store a data which is held by the variable, those variables will be having an address in the computer memory to retrieve the data in the further. Next one, pointers concept. What is a pointer? Pointer holds the address of the another variable. Just a pointer holds address of the another variable. So you have to write this one. Ninth question. Explain the structure. What is the structure? Structure is which kind of data we have to write. Okay, we have data types are 11 data types: int, float, characters, long int, unsigned, signed int, SNO, arrays, strings, pointers. Okay, these are the different kinds of data types we are having. So structure is holds the non-homogeneous values. Understood? Non-similar type of values. Okay, structure will hold. Array will hold similar type of values. Structure can hold non-similar type of values. And write the syntax. Okay. Student is the best example. Student having what? Non-similar objects. ID is a integer. Name is a string. Okay. Marks again integer. Okay. Average is a float. Okay. So different kinds of data types we are writing in the structure should be called as a non-homogeneous or heterogeneous. Write a difference between structure and union. This is a very important thing. Why they are giving the short answers, I don't know. So difference between structure. What is the main difference between the structure and union is the memory management. Memory management is the main difference. And what is the file? Discuss variety of files. But out of this you can write at least any 8 questions very easily. Be concentrate on this paper. And see the 12 marks questions in the long answers. Draw and explain various phases of developing program, or what is the token, and write explains different types of tokens. What are the token? Okay, group of punctuation marks should be called as a token. Keywords, identifiers, literals, okay, and string operators. Yes or no? So these are comes under tokens. Clear? Tokens. What is a keyword? Keyword has 32 keywords in C language. 32 keywords in C language. Those are fixed words. The meaning does not change by the programmer. Okay, it is already defined. Okay, 32 keywords you have to write. Identifiers and rules of identifiers. Literals, identifiers, literals and rules. Okay, string operators. Okay, these you have to write. Demonstrate switch statement. Already we discussed about. If else statement is a selection statement. Switch is also selection statement. If else having 2 branches. First branch is a true, second branch is a false. Switch case having a case statements. Okay, switch. Okay, checks the cases. If the associated case was matched with the switch case, then those statements will be executed. Switch case match the case statements. Which case will be matched, those statements will execute. You have to write with the example. And what is an array? Right now we discuss about array and structure. Structure holds the non-homogeneous, array holds the homogeneous, similar element. There are 3 types of arrays: single dimensional, 2-dimensional and multi-dimensional. We have to declare the initialization and declarations of array also. Describes various types of storage classes. Very important. Storage classes. Okay, and explain about various type of functions and dynamic memory allocations. We explain just now I explained about definition of the function. Demonstrate array structures with an example. Array of structure of array. Explain the file creations and writing the data into the files with an example. Okay, so what is the file you have to write? How to write that files inside the data, how to write an array of structure with example, and dynamic memory allocation. Okay, dynamic means what here? Change. Static is fixed. That comes in web technology. Okay, various type of storage classes. So totally 5 types of storage classes we are having in the C language. This is the important, most important questions, repeated questions. Structure, storage classes, array. And in this year I am expecting instead of switch statement they will ask the nested switch or for loop or while loop, how to focus. And tokens, here they are asking tokens. Maybe in this time they will ask the data type, data types. Okay, these are the very easy. Okay, out of these 12, at least you have to write 8, and out of these 4, choice are choice is also there. You have to write okay, exact what you know. Okay, which answer you know, those you have to attempt. Total 80 marks paper, 3 hours exam. This is a BSc CBSE first semester examination, Usman University. Thank you. All the best.